how you doing? Today's video I'm showing the title, of course. I'm showing you the Project Pan progress. I am thrilled because I have several empties, and I want to say something before I start. Is that there was a couple of days that I was not feeling okay. It was actually a whole week, and I was kind of putting on makeup, then for a couple of hours feel bad, wash my face because I don't want to sleep with makeup on, so I decided to just wash my face, go to sleep like 4 or 5 hours of sleeping, then put on makeup again, but not feeling great. There were so hot days and I was kind of not feeling it. And I was posting, sometimes I took a photo and for some reason I didn't post that day, so I posted on another day, like today's makeup. It was kind of yesterday's makeup, but I preferred to put it in that way. And for some reason I got the photos mixed, and I said, you know what, I will start over again. But I had pictures of every single moment that I wore the makeup. The only thing that I didn't take any picture is if I put another lipstick on. So yes, so for the start I have the makeup that I use in the Project Pan in this bag in my bathroom, so I know exactly the things that I've been using and all this stuff. So I want to show you, there is some brushes here as well that I was not using, but that was kind of as a brush. I would never use up a brush. So I will show you the first thing, the first items that are gone. So it doesn't, I will show you the sheet, but I'm not sure they are empties. They are gone, not coming back, and I won't purchase them again. The first is this Total Infallible Total Cover foundation. I had to open it in order to use the product that I was in because I didn't have access to. Once that it goes here, there is a lot of product still, and on the borders and everything is empty. And I was posting a video of, better say, a photo, not a video. I'm filming a video now. This was a photo. And I just put some in this jar that already had foundation inside because I didn't have another jar empty that I could use. And as you can see, there is a little bit of foundation, but there's not this foundation. I tried to make it separate ways. So this is something else going on here. It's a mix that I use for filming sometimes. And well, it is completely gone. Bye bye. This foundation, it's awful. I don't recommend this foundation. I like other foundations by L'Oreal, but this one, I think it was a total fail. It was matte, it was high coverage, but in a couple of hours, even if you powder the foundation, it was kind of melted down. So at least for oily or combo oily skin, it's not worth, unless that you use 100 kilos of powder on top, and it will feel like I'm wearing makeup. And I didn't use so much, and because it's an squeezy tube, you don't really have control of how much you're, so I just kind of dot everything and smooth out with a sponge. I don't have a face brush, a foundation face brush, or I have that kind of painter brush, but I don't like it, so I don't have those kind of dense kabuki brushes for the face, so I just only have a sponge. So it's gone, bye bye. The other foundation. I had two foundations in this, and it's completely gone. The only problem that I have, this was empty, and there is something left there, but it's the core, part of the core. So I will use a couple of more times, but it's already gone. It's the part that it was not usable. So as you can see, there is that kind of thing. So, and this is 1 day of use. Because it's so sheer, it's not showing up, and it's a little bit dark for my skin tone. So 115 if you're fair is way too dark. This one is the same formula of the Fit Me foundation stick. So that's why I'm showing you this. So I consider that gone, even though I have a little bit here, but it's just one use and I can use it any day. So, well, gone. The next thing gone. Thank goodness. And I won't use this part. I won't. It's a chunk there. Just slightly. This is, for me, it's gone. I will keep this just to remind how awful this is, so I cannot purchase again. But I will keep it. Then, do I have something else? Yes, the powder. The powder gone. And I will keep this jar. I will just take this sticker off because maybe one powder breaks and I need to put it. I was just holding powders in this kind of jar. It was so hard for me to get. So if I will keep the jar, but the powder gone. Because I used that foundation, I powder with this thing tons. There was one day that I posted that I had to redo my whole face, and I used more powder. I just put some in the cup, and I used a brush all over the face until the powder on the cup is gone, but it was not too much. I just had a sticker where I have like half of just these 5 holes at the beginning that were open, the rest were not, so I was not using tons of it. So the powder is gone. Now I want to talk about the things that I have the picture on my Instagram, and that is the repressed items. I repressed items. First of all, I want to mention that I mixed the 2 powders I have and pressed it. So the white powder and the other powder as well, they are pressed in this thing, and I'm using it. So it's kind of starting over again, but yeah. This is the contour, and this is the highlight. I just separated them because it was kind of hard for me to get the 2 things. They are a thin layer, so it can be even out. So there is not so much. It's a thin layer. It's not so much things in here. And the blush. I used, well, this is the powder that I mixed with the white powder. These 2 are in this, but this is this blush. I don't want to blind you because of the light. It's this blush. Now you can see it. It was a hole in the middle, and it was hard for me to get the edges because of the way the pan is. It's a very thin but large pan, and in this kind of pan it's easier for me to use with a brush, so I'm kind of happy. So from now on, this is kind of the new items. So I'm showing you the items like new. Then the other products and their progress. So let me show you. Well, this is the whole progress, and gone and gone. It was kind of, this one, it was the one that I focused all February. So yeah, completely gone, and I like it. So now I will go one by one in order so you can see the progress. I tried to measure this somehow, but I don't know. Comment down below if it's okay if I measure like this, because it is kind of flat and then this kind of peak there. So it's weird. It's a weird shape. So I tried to get the flat part that is the most used, and I don't know why. But yeah, this is a very neon. It's not even showing how neon pink, warm pink, but neon is this. I don't like it at all. The smell is good. The feeling on the lips is nice, but yeah, I don't mind it. But I don't want to wear it outside my house actually. But yeah, this is how is this month. It's been used a couple of times only. Well, because I was focused on that lip liner, I didn't use the balms. These balms are kind of not even there. It's like that. It was kind of a millimeter of use. It was nothing. So yeah, this is kind of what it is. The same as this one. I don't know if you can see. Is right there. Let me just, no, it's not right there. It's kind of weirdly shaped, but I think that is the part that is used. Maybe I just measure a little bit more than it was supposed to, but it's kind of there. It's kind of there. This is the other one that is being used a little bit. As you can see, I measure the last part towards what I can use, and this is where it is right now. I tried to pair it with a lip liner, but it was kind of no go. Well, this is the last part of it. I cannot even draw a line with that, and I won't take what is inside, and this is the maximum. I cannot, if I keep twisting it makes that sound, and you won't get any more use of this. So that is what is this gone. Well, the eyeliner, the Amethyst, I'm right there. I used it a couple of times. It's kind of, and it broke. That is something that I tried to not move it so much because it broke, but still works. I don't know why, but it's not coming off unless that I had it all the way up. So yeah, it will be a little bit at a time. And the last product is this Rimmel Blue Steel eyeliner. I just used it in a couple of videos. I used it as a eyeshadow stick. I was trying to get if I can use it as an eyeshadow stick, and no, you cannot. It's not creamy enough for that, but well, at least I used it way more than the other one. I want to mention that a part of the tip came off, and yeah, I couldn't save it. That's why it's kind of flat. So I need to sharpen it a little bit, and it will be way less product. So I want to do it right now for you to see it. So now that it's sharpened, I try to keep it like that, so you can have, now it's a little bit better, right? And now is the time for the products that I cannot measure but I used. I pair this lip liner with this. Oh my god, I tried to use this alone and it's horrible. It will start falling apart in 20 minutes in. It's probably is the shade. And this one is not, I bought it waterproof and it's not really waterproof. And I tried to use it and the tip is weird. So what I'm going to do is I will take this out of the project pan because I won't be using them. Probably I will be using it, using them in videos, but won't mention these ones because I don't want the people to be like, oh, she uses those, unless that I say products that I want to get rid of and using them but I don't like. But it will be like, what? And I will bring a couple of items. This one I have no idea. I don't have any scale for this for measure how much they weight, so I have no idea how much I use them, but I've used them a couple of times. I tried this one as a whole base, and it's like the eyeliner, the blue eyeliner is horrible. And this one I haven't used, so no progress. And time for introduce a couple of items. So these two out, I don't want them anymore in here, but suddenly I want to introduce two items, a better one, just only one. Is a red lipstick. I never used this one. I like, oh, this is why I just got this one here with this. This one is discontinued here in Argentina. It's called Nude Pink. It's a 640. It's beautiful. It's a little bit darker and pinker than the one that I'm using right now. That is the L'Oreal, sorry, the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Loyalist. And this one is a little bit more pink and a little bit more brownish, and I really love it. I don't know why they discontinued this, but this one stays put beautifully throughout the day. It has this part here that you just throw it and just put it on throughout the day. I think that they need to make it a little bit more bigger because you need a couple of more. I haven't used a lot and already are gone. And this is not so much left, but I really like the shade, so I don't want to mix, I don't want to throw this into the mix, but I want to put this one in the project pan. The reason is that this is a beautiful shade, but the problem is when it wears off, it's kind of paint peeling off your lips, literally particles of paint coming off from your lips. Totally unflattering because you will have a parts of your lips, not in here, this area, on the lips, on the actual lip that you see, parts that are kind of, what are you, just you put some paint on your lips and that's it. So probably there is something wrong with the formula of this one, because the other one was okay, was incredible. So I think, and this is also what it says, if you just try something on that is not, maybe with another shade, if that another shade is a as well, maybe it's the whole thing. YouTubers, bigger YouTubers usually have the whole thing and they try on all the shades and they tell you all the shades. And I remember there is one Rimmel thing that I'm just kind of not into, because I like the Maybelline better. And there was kind of 50-50. 50 that were great, 50 that were awful. So you can, if a YouTuber take the time to do that, well, I'm telling you, this is not. And this is called Eternal Cherry. It smells like cherries. I don't want to say that it doesn't, because it does. But I'm telling you, it won't stay put for long. It will stay put for long, kind of, but it will start peeling off. So I want to put that in the mix because I want it gone. And I want to introduce two mascara, something that I didn't want it to introduce, but I will, because I was using this for the photos and I was wearing this. I put a little bit of alcohol inside. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did. And this one, I want to mention that this part is the wand of the angel, but I used the drama formula. So this part is the drama and this one is the angel wand. So I want to introduce one. This is waterproof, this is not. This is the Miss Manga from Maybelline. This was my first mascara, so it's kind of has its years, but for some reason it's still good, because I was not wearing it so much, because I was not kind of into wow lashes or everyday makeup in that moment. And when I read that you need to use a mascara for 3 to 6 months and then toss it, I was kind of I had it for 4 months and I need to toss it because I have very sensitive eyes. And but I was using it. I just put a little bit alcohol, I mixed it, and I didn't have any problem. But I would use a little bit more, and then I will throw it out, toss it, or maybe do videos that I just wash my face afterwards. I will use those. I have more mascaras that I use for that purpose. So yeah, I don't want to use a mascara that I use every day for videos that I know that I will be washing my eyes afterwards. That would be like wasting a little bit more money, and I already have purchased those. So yeah, well, that is all this update. This is all the February use, and now it will be, yeah, it will be not kind of very I wouldn't be using the products on the daily basis. I will try to use them on the weekends, or maybe the lipsticks I can just use them, but the rest is kind of, I don't know. I will start college soon, and I have my foundation that I use every single day. I must say,